We're going to continue on talking about area. Lesson 23 is surface area. And surface area is the sum of the areas of the faces or curved surface of a three-dimensional object. So in essence, what it is it's the, let's say for example, number one, it's a box. If we deconstructed that box is made of 6 sides that are folded together to create that box. So the amount of stuff you can put inside the box is called volume. We're going to do volume next in the next chapter. The surface area is if it's cardboard, all the cardboard that makes that box. So what we can do is make a net, and a net is a 2-dimensional pattern of a 3-dimensional figure that can be folded to form it. So for like number 1, that's a rectangular prism. If we take that rectangular prism and we deconstruct it or break it apart, it's really made of 6 rectangles that we can fold together to create that rectangular prism. So this here is what we call a net, and sometimes nets can help us figure out exactly the surface area. And really the surface area is just plane shapes that we did last lesson combined together to make that shape. So if you notice this rectangular prism here, it's got a top and a bottom that are the exact same size. So I just have to find the area of that and double it. So the top and the bottom are the same size and shape. And the right side and left side are the same size and shape. So plus the sides. And the front and the back are also the same size. So I'm really finding the area of 6 sides, with 2 of them being the same. So the top and bottom would be here, and this would be the front and the back, and this would be one side and this would be the other side. So the top and bottom are rectangles, length times width. We have the length is 3, the width is 2. So the area of one of those is 6, but I have 2 of them, so I'm going to double this. That gives me 12 centimeters squared for the top and bottom. To that we're going to add the sides, and the side here, you'll notice, is 2 by 6. So length times width, 2 by 6. So one of them is 12. Again, I'm going to double that because there's 2 of them. So that's 24 centimeters squared. And then to that, the front and back is here. That's a rectangle that's 3 by 6. So I'm going to find that area. That's 18. And again, I'm going to double that because there's 2 sides. That's 36 centimeters squared. So the total surface area that makes this up is 12 plus 24 plus 36, which gives me a total of 72 centimeters squared. So this would be the surface area, or the total amount of cardboard, you could say, that would make that box up. Number 2 is a triangular prism, and again, the top and bottom are the same size, and this time they're triangles. And now you'll notice that all 3 sides, because it's a triangular prism, triangle has 3 sides, all 3 sides are different shapes. So side 1, side 2, they're all rectangles, different sizes. So in this case, I'm finding the top and bottom, plus side 1, plus side 2, plus side 3, and that would give me the total surface area, all those pieces that I can add together to get the total. So the top and bottom are triangles. That's 1/2 base times height, if you remember from the other day. The base and the height make the right angle, so you notice right here is the right angle. The 3 and the 4 create the right angle. So 1/2, 3 times 4, that's 6. Times 2, because there's 2 of those, that's 12 meters squared. Side 1 is 3 by 6. That's 18 meters squared. Side 2 is in the middle there, the purple one. That's 5 by 6. And if we get in the habit of writing the formulas down every single time, then when it comes time to memorize them, you'll already have them memorized. And again, there's only one side that's that big, so we just bring it down. It's 30. And side 3 is the blue one here. It's 4 by 6. Which is 24. So again, if we break it apart, it's really not a hard task, just finding the area of each piece and putting them all together. So our total is 84 meters squared. Make sure we have the label properly labeled, always squared because it's area. If we continue on, we have another shape. Again, they're all the same though. There's just simple shapes broken apart. So we have a square pyramid. That means the bottom of it's a square, the red one here. And you would notice all 4 of the triangles that make the faces up are all the same size. So the bottom is a square. A equals S squared. It's 5 inches, so 5 squared is 25 inches squared. And we have 4 faces that are triangles, so 1/2 base times height. And the triangle itself is 8 high. There's the right angle here. It's made by an 8 and a 5. So 5 times 8 is 40, half of that is 20, and we have 4 of those, we're going to multiply that by 4. That's 80 inches squared. So my surface area then is the 25 plus the 80, which is 105 inches squared. Make sure that you have questions when you come to class. If you're doing this step by step, it's going to be easier if you get in the habit of doing each step, because later if we come across some harder shapes, like number 4, it won't be so bad. Number 4 is a trapezoidal prism, and if we sketch this out, we have the trapezoid, and we have another one, because the front and back are the same size. And this would be the bottom of it. This is one of the sides over here. So we have the bottom, we have the front and the back. The top of it is next. And the other side over here. So if you notice, this is made of 4 rectangles and 2 trapezoids. The front, the back. This is the bottom. Left side, this would be the top, and this is the right side. So we're going to find the area of all of those pieces by using the formulas that we already had.
Would the following students please report to the main office? Ethan Russell, Scott Gerber, and Cameron Holmes.
So the front and back are trapezoids. So I start with that formula, 1/2 the height times base 1 plus base 2. Sorry, I meant to make that a little 2. The height of the trapezoid, here's the right angle. So the height is 4. Base 1 is 10. That's the bottom of the trapezoid. Plus the top, which is 4. And keep in mind we have 2 of these sides. So whenever answer I get, I'm going to double it. 1/2 of 4, that's 2, times 14, which is 28, times 2, because there's 2 sides. So 56 yards squared for the front and back. The bottom of the trapezoid is a rectangle, which is length times width. It's 15 by 10, right there. So sometimes the confusing part can be trying to find which sides to use. And we'll do some more of these, obviously, until you're comfortable. The top is right here. So it's 4 across and 15 long. So, and it's a rectangle. So 4 by 15. That's 60 yards squared. And the right side and left side, you'll notice right here, this one, and I know it's kind of funny looking, this one over here, they're the same. So we just need to find one of them and double it. So right side and left side are the same. They're also rectangles that are 5 by 15. So 75 for one times 2, because there's 2 of them, is 150 yards squared. So my total surface area then would be all these pieces added together, 56 plus 150 plus 60 plus 150. And if I were to add all those together, I would get 416 yards squared total. I know it can be tedious and there's a little bit of work involved, but if you get in the habit of doing each step, then whatever question we get to, you'll still be comfortable doing. I'm going to leave number 5 for class. We'll do that together during class. We talk about it. Make sure you don't have any questions along with number 6. And if you do have questions, please bring those.